This is Tease My Pick. We got week 14 in the bag coming up for you. We got some hot picks for you guys. Before we get things popping off, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's Christmas?
Are you talking to me?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Well, you didn't say anything about little Daxie right now. Look at him.
How's everybody's Christmas?
Oh, Christmas is great, Mills. How were your locks last weekend?
Did we get the tree up yet, Miles?
What the fuck's your problem, Frost?
Yeah.
How's the city life going over there?
Oh, we have trees. Look at this tree and this tree. Look at this tree. But I just realized that you can't see what I'm pointing at. So I feel dumb. For whatever reason, I figured y'all could see what I'm pointing at, but you can't. Let's get things going on. Let's get things started. We got hot picks for you guys. We got a little bit of debates going on. And we're going to start it out with Pittsburgh Steelers packing up their bags after beating the Ravens in a nice game, headed over to the Vikings where they give the Lions their first win of the season. I'm going -3 Vikings at home, bounce back game, got embarrassed. And that's it, you know. Regardless, Vikings are coming to play -3.
I'm going to take the Steelers, actually.
My initial thought was Steelers +3 or 3.5, whatever the line's at. 1 second. Okay. But after thinking about it more, I'm not loving it as much as I was. But Adam Thielen's out, and the Vikings just lost to the Lions, and I think that's kind of sad. And they ruined me, so I might have some anger towards them. But
smart.
Yeah, I just think it's going to be Thursday Night Football. It could be kind of one of those up in the air games. It could be more of a coin flip than 3 points.
Fuck.
Primetime Kirk, Mills.
I'm going Steelers.
Oh, what? You just lost?
I forgot. Primetime Kirk.
You can take it back. You don't take it back.
Take it back, bro. Forgive me. Steelers by 100. Please. +140. I'll take it, bro. Steve, forgive me.
This is a lock, dude. This should be a lock.
My lock of the week, the Steelers. Give me it. I want it.
Miles gets 3. He gets 3 changes every fucking podcast.
I'm sorry.
You just chose primetime Kirk.
I'll never do it.
Miles
I'll never
even look at the slate. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's like,
give me
like Thursday night.
Give me the Steelers and give me the under.
The total's at 44.5. It's I'm concerned about the secondary for the Steelers in this game, but at the same time, it's primetime Kirk, so not too concerned. TJ Watt coming off an amazing game to play. Definitely, Big Ben in the fourth quarter was nearly perfect. He had a passer rating of 135. So definitely like the Steelers in this one. I think me and Alex were already talking about it. To reach that 9-win total, this is one of the must-wins for them. So I like the Steelers in this position. Short week, obviously. Like what I saw last game.
All right, I guess we're going 3 for 3 agreements. Miles, what other games are you going to change after you?
We'll see. We'll see.
After you
stay tuned.
Daxie speak.
Stay tuned. I make moves. Cowboys headed over to the racist Washington football team.
Sexist, misogynistic.
I'm going Washington football team at 4.5. This team has been balling out. They're hot. They follow Travis Heineke wherever he goes. Montez Sweat, I do not believe, or he's on the COVID thingy. So we'll see. See what he plays. They'll definitely need him, but I don't know. DeMarcus Lawrence being back for the Cowboys seemed to spark some good defensive stops against the Saints. That's something to keep an eye on. But
yeah, I guess a third straight QB.
Okay, for us, that's not what I'm talking about. Football team though, 4.5.
Jamie, I know you're here or not here, but I'm gonna be riding with the Washington football team plus 4.5.
Ooh,
Uh,
Jamie.
I think is this my first time going against the Cowboys? No, I think
Probably.
Thanksgiving, I almost did.
I think you took
Y'all
Bucks too.
swayed me the other way. Oh, I did take Bucks. You're right. Oh, Jamie's here. Jamie, don't shy your way into the podcast. Yeah, I think personally, I think the line should be closer to 3 for the Cowboys. I think it should be -3 Cowboys. So the fact that you're getting it at 4.5 for Washington, I think is nice. Washington's been really hot recently. I think this win could solidify them, like getting, or maybe not solidify, but definitely be in the talks for the playoffs. Um, and the Cowboys just haven't really looked amazing on offense. Zeke's banged up. Cooper
Has Zach
is
scored a touchdown recently?
Zeke.
Dak,
Oh, touchdown, like a rushing touchdown?
passing touchdown.
I think so. Did he
I'm
not
just-
last? Okay, I was like, what? I thought you were gonna come at me with some stat like he hasn't gotten a passing
He hasn't-
touchdown in like.
He actually
3
hasn't
weeks
scored
or
this
something.
whole season.
Right.
Actually,
But I think this game is gonna come down to more defense on both sides. I think Micah Parsons. I love that defensive rookie year. Bet MYLES at plus 450. I think I nailed it. But our offense is a little bit in shambles right now, and I think with that being said, if it's going to be a low-scoring game, you have to take the underdog at home. So that's my pick.
oh, and Frosty.
Yeah, I choose Heineke to ride
Ride
that
it.
train.
Mm.
Looking at the line, the only thing they're saying the Cowboys are a 7-point better team than Washington with that line.
Even more than that, probably.
I don't think they are. I think Washington's middle of the pack. If you put them, they're like 15, 16, somewhere in that range.
Mhm.
So at a
The
neutral
Cowboys
field,
are probably like
0
10,
points.
right?
Yeah,
maybe like
Cowboys.
8, but yeah.
Cowboys are up there in the top teams, like top 10. But a number 1 team, the most points they're favored by is typically 7.5. So I don't see the Cowboys as the top team. And like if you're doing power rankings and doing kind of, so I like Washington, especially if you get the 3.5. That's what you want. If it's 3, then I'd be a little concerned.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the home underdog here. They're playing in Washington, obviously. They don't have a good record the last few years against the Cowboys, but it seems like that team is really all behind Heineke, and especially with Fitzpatrick. I don't know why they made that announcement this week about his being out for the season. It's like, well, he wasn't going to come back.
Alrighty, we move on. Is everyone here? Did I get disconnected? Okay,
Nope.
all right. Jaguars at Titans. We're gonna do a clean sweep of the Titans. 8.5. Oh wait, no. Alex wants to pick the Jaguars, but we're not talking about it. 8.5. Alex is going
Wait,
Jags.
what? I picked Titans, I thought.
Oh no, this is the one that we said.
No.
You didn't...
No. The other one was the.
Oh yeah, the other one. Fucking stupid ass game. All right, yeah. We'll take Titans 8.5.
Oh
It's gonna
yeah,
tilt me.
no, that one's later on. I think I'm gonna go Titans on this.
Seahawks at Texans. Frost, I think you were the only one that may have been against us.
Yeah, I chose the Seahawks in a teaser, so I didn't necessarily choose them, but definitely if it's at 7.5,
Put your life on it.
I'm choosing Seahawks. If Davis Mills is playing, I don't want to touch that game at all. So
I think when it comes to this game, I think there will be it's classic. What was my statistic last time where I said one team covers the spread, other team doesn't?
Jesus Christ.
Ideal. Yeah, I'm gonna go Texans plus 7.5. It hurts and I can't swallow it very well, but
Yes,
I think I watched most of the 49ers game because that was my lock of the week, and I got hammered by y'all the whole time. But I think the Seahawks kind of got really lucky with a lot of their special teams play. They got some good fumbles, and then they had that 80-yard like fake punt, and I think that kind of just carried the game on. So I just don't think the Seahawks should be 7-point favorites to like nearly anybody in the league. So that's my argument.
Okay. Let's. Frosty, you have anything to say about it?
Nothing to really say about it. Glad Seahawks finally squeaked out a win. This is pretty much the last game they'll win of the season. So this is kind of the one that I don't see them blowing them out, but it'd be like a 10-point win. You could see something in the round 24-14, so somewhere in there. Is what I could see, and I don't see Davis Mills ever starting in the NFL again. So.
Cool tease. Alex, can you say something so we know that you're fucking
Hello?
here?
Can you hear me?
Oh, wow. There you go.
Back. We're back.
We're here.
Hopefully our video editor will be able to take care of this.
Whoever that might be. Raiders at Chiefs. Supposedly, I have been talking to Just Frost for the past 10 minutes. So we're going to go over the Raiders and Chiefs pick. I'm going Chiefs. Why am I going Chiefs, you might ask? Because the last 3 games that the Chiefs has played, regardless of what their offense has been doing, they've covered 10 points. Last time they played the Raiders, they won 41-14, so I think they got the Raiders' number. And regardless if Darren Waller plays or not, the Raiders play such a soft offense, and they allow Tyreek Hill to get the ball, and they allow Kelsey to get the ball, and they just, I don't know, they're just so off right now. 9.5 Chiefs.
9.5 Chiefs. I'm going opposite of Miles Thomas here. I'm also very disappointed in you for not picking this as your play of the week. You are a notorious Chiefs fader, and I think you're just angry right now. But I think after watching the Broncos Chiefs, if you look at like more of like the team stats and everything, I think the Broncos were way more in that game than the score shows. And I think kind of the same with the Cowboys a little bit. I think the Chiefs are kind of struggling on offense, and their defense is looking a lot better. So I think this has potential to be more of a low-scoring game. And with that being said, I would take the points with the Raiders 9.5. Frosty?
Yeah, on this one, I'm going with. I was talking to Mills during our little break we had, but definitely going to be going the Chiefs on this. The reason why is I think everything. This is a typical Raiders season where they start off hot, and then midway through the season, they fall off real hard. And this is exactly who the Raiders are. With everything that happened during this season, I think they've done extremely well for, obviously having an interim head coach and the Ruggs situation. There's really no momentum to them these last few games. So I like the Chiefs here defensively. Offensively, I still don't think the Chiefs are there. But if you're giving me at home, I'm going to take the Chiefs on this one.
Miles Thomas?
I'm sorry. The next game is going to be Falcons versus Panthers. Jesus Christ. Saints at Jets. I'm taking Saints at 5.5. Then that's it. Any other wasted time you want to have with this?
Yeah,
you can have it.
I'm going Jets. I think Taysom's hurt, and Jets play better at home. That's all I'm going to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good
Too
one.
much.
Kamara's back. 2 of their 3 offensive linemen are back. I'm going to take the Saints on this one.
Oh, it's still painful. Falcons at Panthers. Frost, I went over a little bit of an analysis with it. It hurts that I'm about to repeat it all, but I am going to repeat it all. Cam Newton.
Welcome to recording videos, Miles. You wanted to be a. The anger in your eyes, even with the sunglasses on, I can see. Is that why you wear them?
Panthers, coming off their bye week, Cam Newton able to see some film of that horrible game he had 2 weeks ago against the Dolphins, so that's good. He's able to really build in that information of how bad he played and seem to hopefully bounce back. Joe Brady being fired to where you have a Matt Rule probably taking over the offense for the remaining of the season, where he could probably implement his own game plans and be able to maybe surprise or shock defensive coordinators that he's to play up next. And my last point was Chuba Hubbard, who CMC, of course, I would take. You put them both together. You take I'll take CMC over Hubbard, but with CMC out and Hubbard in, defenses won't be keying on Hubbard, which will allow him to have certain plays where he can pop off and make some explosive runs. And so, for that reason, I'm going Panthers. 2.5 at home.
I'm taking Falcons money line here. Get a little bit of that plus 120 action or whatever it is. I think for this one, I'm just gonna ride Cordero Patterson and Matt Ryan. I just like that little duo more than I like Cam Newton and Hubbard. I think that Cam has kind of showed himself, and kind of what I was saying in previous years. I did think that the Panthers would kind of get a little more hype around him, but he's just washed at this point. So yeah, I think the Falcons just have a little bit more fire in them, and they have more of a chance to make a little run at the playoffs. So I'm gonna take the Falcons.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons on this one. This was almost my lock of the week. I think I may make it. I disagree with you, Mills, on the whole Hubbard situation. I think they're actually going. They don't believe in Cam. I don't think anybody thinks he can throw for 300 yards in a game. So it's one of those things. It's going to be how the defense plays Cam. I don't think Hubbard's going to be able to have as much run room. And so I think they just stack 8 in the box and they dare Cam to throw the ball. Because we haven't seen anything impressive from him, obviously, being benched last game. How do you come off of that? And I think they have the worst QB room in the NFL right now. Like worst.
Over the Texans?
I'd take the Texans over fucking.
No, you
Carolina
fucking
right
wouldn't.
Yes, I
That's
would.
cap.
Stop.
Tyrod
Tyrod Taylor? I'll take
Tyrod
Tyrod Taylor over Cam.
Jesus Christ.
I said a hot take a year ago or a year or two ago that I would take Minshew over Cam Newton, and Miles got mad about that, but it's looking like that might be the case.
No, I don't know about that. But
and if Cam pops off, are you going to change your tune? Like, what happens?
Defensively,
well, I can't change anything because my mic doesn't work.
Defensively, the Carolina obviously has the edge. Offensive, I think it's the Falcons. I think running back wise, Hubbard and Patterson are at equal comparison, or at least close to it. Like, I think they can both produce the same amount. QB wise, I'd give the edge to the Falcons. And then, coaching, it's LaFleur's, first year. I don't really, I haven't really seen anything, but the Atlanta's pretty shitty too. So I'd say that's about. So you're going offense versus defense. That's the main thing you're looking at. I'd give it to Matt Ryan. I'd hope he could have a decent game, do something around 250 yards passing, get one touchdown to Kyle Pitts or something. Let Cordell Patterson do the rest.
Yeah. They had also the Panthers stated that they were going to try to get the ball to Chuba a lot, and that's kind of necessary with their team. So if we're not watching the Bills defense, they should be able to put 8 people in the box and stop them from scoring any points. So yeah.
All right, let's move on. Ravens at Browns, 2.5 Browns. Browns are going to be at home. Marlon Humphrey's out. Ravens ain't it. I'm going Browns, 2.5.
Is Ian here or not? our lovely Ian who loves our podcast.
Mm.
I'm going Browns 2.5 here. It's a divisional game, and a lot of the times they kind of get the coin or 1-1 record on the year, so I think that's kind of a good argument here. I like the Browns at home. They're coming off a bye week. Hopefully Mayfield can take a few cold baths and get his body more corrected. But I think with the Ravens, and I had said this a week ago, I thought they were the most overrated 1 seed like ever. And they're just whenever they're winning, they're winning super close, and it seems like defenses are kind of picking up on Lamar, and the Browns have a really good defense here, and they've had a long a long time to look at tape, and this is one of my favorite plays, honestly. I think Browns should probably 70% chance win this game.
If we're going the straight money line, I'm going to go Browns. Again, they're coming off the bye week. Baltimore's secondary is absolutely they have nobody back there. I think it's worse than when we were comparing Tampa Bay's secondary when they had to go pick up Sherman. So it's one of those situations. I think they'll keep it close just because they can. But the strength of Cleveland is their run game, and the strength is their run defense. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about. I have this teased up in one of my teasers this weekend with Baltimore at plus 8.5. So I like this game to be very close.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the over is going to hit.
What is it set at right now, like 41 or something?
I think it was 42.5. So I don't
43.
I don't see,
that's high.
yeah, I don't.
I think we're going to see a very similar game to what we witnessed about 2 weeks ago.
I mean,
a lot of defense and running.
Probably like a 21-14 game.
Yeah.
Cleveland's defense is still very, very good. So I just don't see it. And for Mills' sake, for the Bengals, he wants the Browns to win here.
Really. Yep. So the Bengals get kicked out of playoffs. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I want it. Giants at Chargers, plus 10 Giants. My old trusty pal Frosty said Daniel Jones has been practicing. And then you have 3 key players in Chris Harris Jr., the corner, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, all 3 being a part of the COVID reserve list. There's a certain process. I believe they all are vaccinated, because if they weren't, they already say they're out. But because they are saying they can possibly play, they just got to get some negatives tests in. And they're good to go, regardless of if they play or not. I'm going Giants plus 10.
Yeah, I'm taking Giants plus 10 as well. I of course would love Daniel Jones playing over Mike Glennon, but the Chargers, and Miles is kind of on the anti-Chargers train, I would say. But I think they aren't one of those teams that deserves to be like a 10-point favorite over like any team, I think. And yeah, we've witnessed the NFL this year, and there's been a lot of crazy shit happening. And there's only a couple teams, or maybe 3 teams, that I feel like are deserving of being 10-point favorites. It's probably like the Cardinals, Bucks, and who am I missing? Cardinals, Bucks, Packers. So I think if you're not in one of those 3 team groups, then you don't deserve to be a 10-point favorite. So yeah, I'm taking Giants plus 10.
Yeah, I'm going to go Giants. We already talked about it before, but with Daniel Jones coming back, I like their chances, obviously. Daniel Jones is I don't think the issue with the Giants is Daniel Jones. The other way around is the Giants. But in regards to the game, I like the Giants on this one. Again, Chargers, I don't. They have games where they pop off and score 40-something points, and then they have games where they barely score 10. So it's interesting to see. This is a must-win for them if they want to make the playoffs, especially in that division. They did come off an impressive win against the. But I like the Giants. They do seem to play for Joe Judge, which is surprising. I thought it would be that locker room with the reports that we saw in the preseason with people quitting the team and everything. I was like, man, it's going to be in shambles all season. But they do play for them, or at least play strong. So I do like the Giants being able to cover.
Oh, Ryan.
Clean sweep right there.
Lions at Broncos. I will not give this any more breath than I need to. Lions coming off their first win of the season will be high as a kite. Broncos, a team that's still fighting for a playoff spot. Broncos were able to outplay the Chiefs. I think the Broncos will run this ball down their freaking throats. They're the Lions, and they will win by 8.5.
Yeah, I'm taking Broncos minus 8.5 as well. This is one of those ones that I think you could tease it down to be super safe, get it to like 2 points or whatever it is. Lions are going to be super emotional after that win. The Broncos are still kind of fighting for a chance, and kind of going off of what Miles said, we watched that Sunday Night Football game or whatever it was, and the Broncos seemed to kind of be alive in that game, and they had a couple things that went very poorly for them, and the score doesn't represent correctly of how that game went. So yeah, I think they should win this game by 8.5 or more. So
Rusty?
Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Going down, their run game is it's a lot better than I expected. They were within the game the last Sunday. They were there the whole time. So their defense is very good right now. Surtain is the truth for that team. That'll be interesting to see if Surtain gets put in as Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I don't know about that. I think Mike has locked it up at this point.
But I do like Denver on this one, even with Teddy not playing too impressive the last few games. But I do like Denver covering, and like you said, Mills, they're coming off the high, and it's going to be I think it'll be.
All right. Next shitty game that we're going to be watching on this Sunday is going to be the 49ers against the Orange team. I'm going 49ers minus 1.5. I really do think this spread should be at 40 points. It should be minus 40 for the 49ers.
Alternative spread minus 40.
Oh yeah. We're going to boost that one up for sure. And I don't think the Orange team has a fucking shot. And that's it, Alex.
Dang, Miles, I can just feel the hurt in your voice.
No hurt.
I think the 49ers were they should have won. They should have pulled that game out last week, and they were hot before that, and Pete Carroll pulled some shit out of his ass and started doing some special team stuff to win. But I think it's a bounce back for the 49ers here. All the sharps have hammered this down to from plus 3.5 to minus 1.5. So the whole world is on 49ers, at least in a sharp aspect. I think the whole, we had talked about it before this with Burrow and how he played after his pinky injury, but it can't be. We'll just put it this way: it can't be a positive. You'd rather have a fully healthy finger, and we've kind of witnessed it with Taysom Hill and Russell Wilson, how it has affected their play. So with a game like this, in the sense that it could be more of a coin flip, I'm gonna take the more healthy quarterback and go with the 49ers.
Good choice.
Yeah, on this one, I'm going to go with your shitty team, the Orange team on this.
Fucking idiot.
So sorry for taking them, but I don't believe in the 49ers as much as you guys, especially with no Dabo in there. Samuels is that team's energy and offense. So I do like Cincinnati here. I think it was just a very uncharacteristic from the Bengals. The Jamar drop / pick was.
Please don't talk about the fucking game.
Stop.
Please.
And then
I
the
thought you said you
Mixon,
weren't hurting.
and
I'm not.
then the Mixon fumble, very uncharacteristic.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I like
but
it.
I do like Cincinnati here. They're playing at home. This is a game that they can easily win. I don't see why people love the 49ers so much. But I like Joe Burrow, having a good bounce back game for him, even with the pinky injury. They'll play around it. He's not going to sit out this, and so I do like the Bengals.
All right, Frosty. All right. Bills at Bucks minus 3.5. Buccaneers. Buccaneers 3.5 because of Tom Brady. That's it. That's all I got. See you later. Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
I'm going. I picked this a little bit early, but right after the disgusting Monday Night Football that I watched, I went straight to my computer and bet on Bucks minus 3.
Disgusting.
Yes, that was
good. What are you
What?
talking about?
what? Good
Did you
for
see those run concepts? What are you talking about?
that was like probably the worst performance by a football team I've ever seen in my life.
Those were
on the
two
Bill.
great performances.
Those are
Okay.
two Super Bowl teams.
The Bill Belichick was making a fool out of the freaking Bills. For a person that's been so hype on the Bills this whole season, that was literally the most disgusting performance I've seen. Like that was typical high school football. Like we're just better than you and can do whatever we want and just run it and beat you. It looked like me on Madden where I would just get these like OP running plays and just keep running the ball and no one could stop me. And that's what they did. And the Bills, I think they had like 2 linebackers in the entire game. It was just so bad. So I'm very sus on the Bills now, so I'll just say that much. Tom Brady, Bucks, they're probably one of my top 2 NFL teams at home. Different type of football for them. They won the Super Bowl by 21 points or whatever it was because they were at home, and he's got Gronk back, and I'm riding Bucks minus 3.
Frosty?
Yeah, this is going to be a clean sweep. This one is probably going to be my lock of the week. I like the Bucks here in this position. I don't offensively they're hitting all cylinders even without Antonio Brown there, and I don't see them faltering for the rest of the season. So I like what we've seen. Obviously, the game Monday kind of was just a weather related game. I'm not going to put any blame on Josh Allen or anything like that. I think it was mainly just play calling. They had one blown up run from the Patriots. They were in that game the whole time, and they actually did a great job controlling the ball and everything like that. But I like Brady on this one. I'm not going to bet against Brady at home, especially. And they're saying these 2 teams are even right now. I think the Bucks.
No, it's not even close. It's not.
The Bucks have the upper edge on this one, and Josh Allen just hasn't been playing like an MVP caliber season he had the previous season. So I like Brady on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. We got Sunday night.
This is going to be atrocious. I don't know
What
why.
the
They need to
fuck
flex.
are they doing?
They need to switch this.
It has
game
to be
right here.
but it has to be because of tradition. It has to be because of old
I
rivalry.
think the Bears have primetime next week as well. I thought
They
I
need
had
to
seen
flex
that.
this game. They need to flex this game immediately. I don't understand why.
Justin Fields is starting. I don't know if that
That
matters.
makes no
I
difference.
think it makes it worse, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know.
12.5. Give me it. I'll take it. Fuck it. I'm happy. That's it. Give me Packers 12.5. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I think Packers are one of those teams that, they have a really good against the spread record. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure they're like top 4, top 3. Yeah, they've always had the Bears number since I've been watching football. And this is probably the most like the Bears are one of the worst they've ever been since I've been watching football, and the Packers are one of the best they've ever been. So I think this should be around closer to 14 and a half. This screams teaser as well if you want to drop it down to 6 or something like that. But I would be very scared if I were on the Bears side of this bet. So I'm taking Packers 12 and a half.
Yeah, not really going to say much here. Packers coming off of. I like the Packers on this one. Aaron Rodgers owns the Bears, obviously, from previous statements. I'm not really concerned about Justin Fields playing this game. I don't think it's going to matter who's playing on the opposite side there, especially with Green Bay. I think the line should be at 14.5 if they're at home.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting some value here. Definitely taking Green Bay on this one.
And probably the game of the week. I think this is probably the best game of the week.
This will be the game of the year almost.
All right, Frost. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. I
That's
think we
what
saw the game of the year. I think we saw the game of the year last Monday with the Bills and the Patriots. And
this could also be the reason, because we were talking about it. Peyton and Eli aren't broadcasting because ESPN doesn't want them taking viewers from the Monday night broadcast on this game.
Oh, that's a little try-hardish, but
yeah, because Peyton and Eli are doing Monday night again next week after this game.
Rams at Cardinals. I got to take the hotter team. I got to take the Cardinals. I'll be honest, I just don't want to hear bullshit if I'm wrong about it. So that's probably why I'm taking the Cardinals as well at -2. That's it.
Oh, you don't want to hear it from Ribert?
I don't want to hear any bullshit.
Yeah,
we already heard enough from him last week.
I'm going to apologize here to Robert because Cardinals -2 is my lock of the week.
Oh, GG's.
Love Cardinals here, so
GG's.
I just gifted Robert a loss.
They lost. It's over now.
I've been saying it for a minute, but the Rams are the Lakers of the NFL, and they're just a bunch of superstars, and it's clear that they still just haven't gotten it together. I mean, last week they, murdered a Jags team, but that just doesn't matter to me. I think the first half it was still close, and then they pulled away. But when you look at it and look at these two teams, there's no reason, at least mathematically, why the Cardinals should be only a 2-point favorite. Vegas is basically saying that the Rams are better or like at least tied, and to me the Cardinals are at least even in the regular season probably the best team, and the Rams are like a 10th or maybe like top 8, I guess. But I think they're just hot. There's a lot of firepower behind them, and I think the only reason why people would bet on the Rams here is that they think they'll bounce back, or maybe it's a divisional game or whatever. But I mean, Kyler is way better than Stafford, and I think we're gonna get a "we're just better" tweet from JJ Watt on Monday night. So,
see,
I'm going Rams on this one. I'll take the shit talking from Robert once this game's over. I do believe in your statement that Kyler is better than Matthew Stafford. I think the Rams have more to play for here than the Cardinals. So I don't. That's the only thing I'm going to say there, is because I believe the Rams, did they already lose? They already lost to the 49ers once, and the Cardinals haven't lost to any divisional opponents, have they? In their own division,
They've played each other already, haven't they?
Rams they absolutely curb stomped the Rams at the beginning,
and that was at Rams.
Yeah.
So now we're at Cardinals.
Yeah, I still like the Rams on this one. I think they have so much more to play for on this. This is a must-win for them, obviously, especially in their own division. I do like like what the Rams have been. They obviously put together. Even though that's a real bad team, it's still the NFL. But yeah, this will be. I think this will be broadcasted as like the game. Hopefully, we have a great offensive game, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Sony Michel looked great this last game. They really utilized him a ton. So I do like what the Rams have there. Arizona's still amazing. Offensively, they are just blowing people out of the water. Defensively, against the run game, that's the only thing worry about with TJ or JJ getting taken out. So I'm going to go Rams. I'm not very confident. I'm not putting money on this game, but if I had to pick one or the other, I'm going to pick the Rams.
Oh, and Frosty, you got some teasers for us?
We do. Our teasers this last weekend, we went 3-0 in the teaser, and then bet squad. So was very happy this last weekend. Made a lot of money. So try to put you on some that I think will do well. I only have one teaser this weekend. It's a 6-point teaser. It's going to be a three-team teaser. So I have Baltimore. Like I discussed earlier, I moved them up to 8.5. I think that game's going to be pretty close. I still think Browns win it, but those two teams always play really close. Same with the Steelers. So I do like that game being very close. Then I teased Denver down from -8 to -2. Al, you already touched points on that. I think just to be safe, I think they'll still win by a lot, but it's just a precautionary thing. And then the teaser for Seattle, moving Seattle from 7.5 to 1.5. So they just have to win pretty much on that game. So that's my main teaser that I have placed. The other bets that I have 2 parlays. Al, I already shared with you and Mills, but kind of discussed. My favorite one is the Bucks at -3. Didn't move the line. I got it at and then when you told me to get it, I got it. Steelers at +3.5.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to grab that. So I have that as a parlay. Then the last parlay I have is, I'm sorry, Mills, the Bengals. I'm taking the Bengals at -1.
Ooh.
That's an L.
Okay, and then the Falcons at +3. Really like the Falcons at that matchup. But that's a 2-team parlay that I have set up for the weekend.
All right, now let's go through our locks of the week. Alex?
Yeah, mine's we just went over it. Cardinals -2. Robert, I'm very sorry that I'm doing this to you, but it's just a win-win for me, you know? If Cardinals win,
You're
I
sick.
got my lock,
You're
and if
sick.
You're
not,
so sick.
then
Oh,
the entire
my.
Gray family
Oh.
is very ill, and we won't be seeing any photos for many children on the Gray side. So.
What the hell is your problem, dude?
What? And that will just make me very happy if I don't see any of that. So
You're sick. Frosty?
I'll let you choose your lock because I have 2. If you choose one of them.
we're getting bonus locks over here. We got 7 locks of the week.
My locks are ranging from Giants at +10 to 49ers at 1.5. Is one emotional and biased and hurts me? Sure. Is the other one logical and makes sense? Sure. But I'm hurt, and hurt people hurt people.
Hurt people,
So I
hurt
don't
people. We
care.
talked about this.
1.5 49ers is my lock of the week. And I'm going to be cheering for them. And I hate it. Fuck. Lock of the week. Lock it up.
Good luck. My lock of the week is going to be. I think I'm going to go Bucks on this one. I like what. And obviously, Bills have been on a little bit of a slide lately, so I do like the Bucks at -3. That's the one I'm going to take. I really like the Atlanta one. Though if it's close, but I trust the Bucs offense.
All right, then. So we got. Go ahead and rack up those points. See what we got for
Yeah,
us.
let me put it in real.
Oh man, that's funny. That
Give
might
me the
make
Cardinals.
the tease my pick TikTok right there.
Give me the
You
49ers.
got
The
memory.
49ers, huh?
Give me the Bucks. Give it to me.
49ers, Bucs. Bucs is Sunday night, right? And who'd you choose? You chose
Cardinals.
Cardinals,
Cardinals.
Bucks, and 49ers.
Let's see.
Have we went 3-0 before?
Yeah, we did the
Mm.
first 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, okay.
3-0.
I've been like actually betting on it now. Of course, that's probably a reason why we're not going 3-0.
Yeah, the last
now that I
few
think
ones
about it,
haven't been the best, unfortunately. So
right when I actually start putting money down on our picks, then we lose.
Yeah, unfortunately this last weekend was not good for you guys. It was good for me, but not. Let's see. NFL.
It's Miles' fault that we didn't win.
Yeah, it's all his fault.
We got Ribbert in the chat. Ribbert, we got lock of the week over here. Cardinals -2.
Okay, you're choosing the 49ers. You hate it.
No, he loves it.
You're choosing Arizona, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Arizona. Or the Bucks. Why aren't they showing up? There they are. Okay. So we are looking.
Oh, Robert's livid at me.
Oh, he's going to be pissed. Plus 567. So that's a good like amount. We're normally anywhere from 550 to 700. So that's at plus 567 for those 3 games.
Robert he actually dislikes y'all's picks. He thinks it's Bills and Bengals.
That's cool. Tell Robert we're not doing.
Oh, Robert, he can eat a dick.
Yeah, but his money more his mouth is.
Oh, the money or his mouth is Robert.
Yeah, but the Cardinals one will be interesting. I think they'll be fine, obviously, but it's still the Rams. Rams have a lot to play for in that game.
All right, in boys, chaps. That was our Week 14 tease my pick episode. This one was emotional. I did get, I this one got away from me. I'll be honest. I'm still emotional over this last few days.
That makes me feel great.
Mm-hmm. No.
Do you feel like pear?
Only thing that can make me more happy and excited is if our parlay hits.
Oh, baby.
And I don't want it to hit. Because that means that the orange team is sucking more. So we move on. See us next week. We will not be streaming tomorrow because that was fucking horrible. People got their accounts banned.
I have 2 more strikes until I'm permanently banned from Twitch and Twitter. My mom will just be super disappointed in me.
Staying up until the midnight hour, and I have to wake up at 4:30 the next day. It was horrible for that horrible, shitty game.
Miles got so excited when the Cowboys scored. I've never seen that in my life.
It's not happening again. It'll never happen again. But thank you. Please follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at TeaseMyPick. And thank you. Have a good night. Have a good day. And you know what they say. If you don't know, you won't find out.